How's it going? So just a quick video on useContextSelector. So useContextSelector is advertised as having ability that, okay, so useContext has one problem. If you update any value in the context, all components that are using this context get updated. So useContextSelector, based on the doc, says that if you are subscribed to name and age gets updated, that component does not re-render. So I've been at it for like half an hour now, and long story short, ChatGPT also does not understand why in this setup child 1 gets updated, because child 1 is subscribed to name, child 2 is subscribed to age. We update the age, and yet this one gets updated as well, which should not be happening. As you can see, I tried React Memo because ChatGPT, and I was also brainstorming. I tried a lot of different shite, like, for example, originally I had this as vuser.name, but then I was like, okay, maybe the object reference changes, maybe I'll just change that to name, so I created this specific selectors, because it used to be just it used to be simply like this. So then I started, creating selectors, ability to change. It still re-renders. But according to ChatGPT, it should not. It then told me it's a strict mode issue, but I don't have strict mode enabled. So I have no idea why it's re-rendering. You see, like, okay, so it mounts Alice, age, child 3, use effect triggers. This should not be here, and this should not be here, based on the reference of the based on what the documents tell me, because we only changed age, but name still gets triggered. Like, this should not be happening. Maybe it's because the components are in a single file, but honestly, when I start working with unorthodox frameworks, because useContextSelector is not innate React framework, when I see stuff like this which is unstable, I get really put off by the framework, because like, I just started using it, it's already bugging, which is not a good sign, because you see, I'm thinking to myself, okay, rather than me going through the process of trying to debug and trying to understand all of these processes, it's quicker for me just to use a Redux store. A little bit more code to write for the Redux store, but I know it's stable and it's robust. It definitely works, right? Whereas with this, like, it's just like, what are they trying to do? They're trying to fix the use context issues, but the fix for use context issues was the Redux store, technically speaking, right? Anyway, I'll leave the code in the description below. Link to the repo. It's going to be, so the code is in blah, and it's context 5, where you can see the context. So, all right, take care, bye bye.